Hello everyone, welcome back to the next class of Keyboard Special Keys. In our previous classes, we have already learnt about a lot of keys which are present on your keyboard, like the alphabet keys, number keys, space bar, caps lock, enter keys, arrow keys, backspace key, and delete key. So in this class, we will have a quick recap of the keys that we learned in our previous class, and we will also learn about few new keys present on your keyboard. So let's have a quick recap before we move on to the new keys. Let's have a quick recap. Enter key. There are two enter keys on a keyboard. It is used to move the cursor to a new line or to a next line. It has a symbol like an arrow which is pointing towards the left side, and it looks like this on the keyboard. On few keyboards you will find enter written on the key with the sign or without the sign, or you might only see the sign on the key. Arrow keys. There are 4 arrow keys on a keyboard. These keys are also known as control keys, as they control the cursor to move up, down, left and right on the screen. And they look like this on the keyboard. There are 4 arrow keys. Each arrow is pointing towards a different direction, and they move the cursor to the direction they are pointing towards. Delete key. There is only one delete key on the keyboard. This key is used to erase the letters or numbers to the right side of the cursor, and it looks like this on the keyboard. In few keyboards you will find delete written on it, or you might also see only DEL written on the key. Backspace key. There is only one backspace key on the keyboard. It has a symbol of an arrow which is pointing towards the left side. This key is used to erase the letters or numbers to the left side of the cursor. So there's a difference between the delete key and the backspace key, and the difference is delete key deletes towards the right side and backspace key deletes towards the left side of the cursor. And it looks like this on the keyboard. In few keyboards you will find backspace written on it, and in few keyboards you will only find the symbol for backspace on the key. Now let's some new keys on the keyboard. So today we will learn about the punctuation keys. So as the name says, punctuation keys, it is related to the punctuation marks that you have already learned while writing English sentences and paragraphs. Punctuation marks are the special symbols that are used while writing a paragraph or a sentence. Like, these symbols bring clarity in the language. So what is the purpose of the punctuation marks? They bring clarity to the language. Some common punctuation marks are full stop, comma, question mark and exclamation mark. So you must have used these symbols while writing sentences and paragraphs in your other subjects. And let's find out, where do we find these keys on the keyboard? So if you see here, there are 3 punctuation marks here, comma, full stop and a arrow and a question mark. Right? See, you can see it here. Then you have this number 1 key with an exclamation mark on it. So these are the 4 punctuation keys which you use while typing on a keyboard, the way you use these symbols in your notebook. Next is the combination keys. So as the name suggests, combination, that means something which is related to more than one keys. It's a combination of more than one keys. the key that is used in combination with another key for doing any operation is called a combination key. So any key which is used with some other key is a combination key. So you have to use two or more keys together to form a combination to perform some functions. For example, Shift, Control and Alt. So these are the three common combination keys which are used in combination with other keys to perform some specific function. So this is my keyboard. Let's find out where do we see these keys. So you can see these keys here. You will see a key with Control written on it, CTRL for control, ALT for alt, and the key which is pointing towards up, an arrow which is pointing towards up is the Shift key. So Shift key, the name is not written there. You will only find the symbol for it, and which is an arrow which is going up. And for control, the name of the key is CTRL and alt is ALT. So these are the three main combination keys which are used with other keys to form a combination to perform some functions. Shift keys. So let's learn about how Shift key can be used in combination with other keys to perform some functions. There are two Shift keys on a keyboard. So you find two Shift keys on the keyboard. It has a symbol like an arrow which is going up. This key is used to type special symbols and punctuation marks present on the upper part of the key. So on your keyboard you will find many keys where you find two things written on it. The number keys, on the upper part you find the symbols, and below you find the numbers written on it. And you find some other keys also where you find two symbols on those keys. So if we want to write the upper symbol of any key, we have to use that key with the Shift key. So you have to press the Shift key, keep it pressed, don't leave it, and also press the other key. And you will be able to type the symbol which is written on the upper part of the key. This key can also be used to type alphabet in capital letters when caps lock is turned off. So till now you have learned that if you want to type in capital letters, you use the caps lock key. You switch it on to type in capital and you switch it off to write in the lowercase. But when the caps lock is off and you still want to write in capital letters, you can write in capital letters using the Shift key. So how will you do this? You will press the Shift key, you will keep it pressed, and you will type the letter. And the letter will be typed in capital. But when the caps lock is off. If the caps lock is on and you use the Shift key with the letter, the opposite will happen. It will write in lowercase. Hold down this key and press the number key to get the special symbol on them. So as I told you, when you want to use the Shift key or when you want to write the upper symbols of the number keys, you have to press the Shift key down. You have to keep it pressed and type the number with the key, and you will be able to type the upper part of the keys. Hold down this key and press the punctuation key to get the other marks on the top of the keys. So you have learnt about the punctuation keys, but on the punctuation keys you find one symbol at the bottom and the other symbol on the top part of the key. So if you want to write the top part of the key, you have to write it with the Shift key. For example, if I want to type a question mark which is present on the upper part of the key, I should press the Shift key, keep it pressed, and then press the question mark key, and question mark will be typed. Hold down this key and press any alphabet key to get the capital letters. So as I told you, when the caps lock is off, you can use the Shift key to write in capital letters.
Next is the control key. There are two control keys on a keyboard. This key is marked as CTRL on the keyboard. It is used with other keys to perform certain actions. So what are the actions now? Control plus Home key is used in combination to move the cursor to the top of the document. So let me explain it to you. So if you are working on MS Word or you are typing in any other program and you have typed 3 paragraphs. Now when you have typed 3 paragraphs, your cursor is at the bottom. You want to take that cursor to the top of the document, at the beginning of the document. So there are two options. The first option is you use the up arrow key and go up line by line. Or you use a shortcut key. You press the control key on the keyboard, keep it pressed and press the home key on the keyboard. If you press this combination, your cursor will automatically move to the starting of the document, at the top of the document. Control plus End key is used in combination to move the cursor to the end of the document. Now, since your cursor is at the beginning of the document and now you want to continue typing, so you have to come back to the end of the document to continue typing. So the first way is to use the down arrow key and come down to the end of the document, or you can use this shortcut key, Control plus End. So you will press the control key, keep it pressed, press the End key on the keyboard and your cursor will come back to the end of the document. Alt keys. There are two Alt keys on a keyboard. So like the Shift key and the Control key, you have two Alt keys on the keyboard. It is used with other keys to perform certain actions. The Alt key is also used as a combination key with the other keys to perform certain actions. Alt plus F4 key is used in combination to close a program. So you can use the Alt key with the F4 key. You must have seen some F keys at the top of the keyboard. They are from F1 to F12. Out of those keys, you just have to press F4 with Alt and whatever program you are working in. Suppose you are working in MS Paint and you want to close the program. If you press this combination key of Alt plus F4, your Paint will be closed. So this combination is used to close any program that is open on your computer. This is how you do it. You have an Alt key at the bottom row and you have an F4 key at the top of the keyboard. You press both these keys together and your program will be closed. Another combination with the Alt key is Control plus Alt plus Delete key is used in combination to shut down a computer. So now this is a combination of 3 different keys. So you press the Control key, you keep it pressed, you press the Alt key, you keep it pressed and you press the Delete key. When you press these 3 keys together, your computer gets shut down. So there is a procedure to shut down the computer, but if you want to use a shortcut key, these 3 keys can shut down your computer. So these are the 3. I hope you enjoyed learning about the punctuation keys and the combination keys today. So till we meet next, keep learning and thank you for watching this video.